Never a good sign. We'll go have a look anyway. You never know, these signs can be up all year. The road must be flooded. This was the spot I was thinking about, but the water seems very low. Yeah, it's quite a ways to the water's edge. I can't drive down there, and I can't really. If I fish, I'm casting a long way out. I still have 2 or 3 hours before dark, so I might just keep looking around. I don't mind driving around this place, trying to find a better spot. Let's go. I'm finding myself kind of spoiled for choice at the minute. I haven't seen a single other person out here. It's the weekend after the school holiday, so there's not many people about. Let's have a look here. Look on the ground, you can see a whole lot of koala poop. And I look up. There's old mate up there, having a snooze. Not too phased about my presence. Oh, there's another one. There's 2 of them. There's 2 koalas up here. Those 2 are females. From what I've gathered, the females actually look a bit cuter. They definitely take the cake. And the males have got a bit more of a rounder, more protrusive head. But they're pretty cool. I think I found my spot. On a nice bend of the river, and only I can fit in here. I won't get crowded by anybody if anyone else comes, although I haven't seen a soul out here. I'm actually going to get the guide wires out first. Last time I didn't, and the awning ended up on my roof, the roof of my car. So always put your guide wires out. When the wind picks up, she'll just take it away like a sail. Now the knot I use, to tie it down is called a clove hitch. I'll show you in a second. I'll just put this one in. And what you basically do is you run it through, keep it to the left of the main rope, then you loop it through again, and you feed it through that hole there. And that's called a clove hitch. I've used that knot almost every day of my life. I'll do it again so you can see a bit better. So pull it through the back. So you've got the main line, keep it to the left, then you feed it through the top again, and then you feed it through that second little hole there. And then you pull it. And that's as good a knot as you can need. Easy to undo, easy to do up. So. Let's see if we catch anything. What I normally do, as soon as I set up sort of a camp, I put my keys away so I don't lose them. I just hang them up, usually right there. And my wallet, I just put it in my car and don't touch it until I leave, so I don't lose it. I'm renowned for losing things, so just put them somewhere where you know they have their little place. Put them in there and forget about it until you get back into town, and that way you don't have to freak out looking for it later. I'll just show you my kitchen setup, or my little pantry and that. It's I've made for the car. I've got my sugar, my tea, my coffee, my salt, and I still need to work out what's for that one. But I've got all my food in here, bread and more salt and more pepper, Vegemite, staple, some flour, and just snacks. Got tuna noodles, biscuits, just stuff. I've always got too much food, but I'd rather have too much than, you know, missing out on something. Got my oil and my butane canisters in there, my toothbrush, and a heap of other snacks in there, chips, bread, peanuts, pots and pans. On this side I've got some painkillers, stuff like that. I've got some books in there, cleaner, dishwash cleaner, hand soap, more butane, fire starters, toilet paper and paper towels and stuff. Yeah. Every time I sort of come up here, I see if there's anything I want to tweak or change to make it a bit more practical for the next time I come. It seems to work pretty well. Like I said, I always have too much food, but I'd rather too much. And yeah, I've got my little bench here, which I slide out when I put my cooking stuff on. This is all I bought. The only thing I bought these boxes. Whoops! I bought these boxes, but I've sort of tweaked them and made them work for my own personal stuff. Made it work my style. Yeah. You're going to lose a lot of tackle on a river like this because of all the snags and fallen trees and logs in the water. I'll show you a bit later how I tie my setup. It's actually a friend of mine taught me this way. He actually grew up in Zimbabwe, and he said there's a lot of snags in the river. They come up with a way to quickly tie in case they lost it, so you're not there half a day just tying new line, new rigs. Can you hear that? Nothing. It's the most peaceful spot I've ever found. Aside from the birds chirping, I can't hear anything. It's kookaburras having a good old laugh. We've probably got about half an hour till sunset and everything's finding its way home, I suppose. I'm going to stack some of these bigger logs out the back as a bit of a wall. Oop. Yeah, if there's too much smoke, that means you've smothered the fire. Tonight I'm making a steak, and I'm using some seasoning which my daughter got me for Father's Day, little Anna, which smells pretty good so far. The only thing is it's not as powdery, it's a bit chunky at the minute, but not to worry. So steak and a couple of snags, some pasta salad and some coleslaw. There is not a lot left to do but relax, I think. I might have my fake beer and maybe even smoke a stogie. We'll see. Good morning. It's about 7:30. Another lovely day. Nice clear skies. Wasn't too bad last night. Got a bit chilly, maybe about 4 o'clock, so I just put a beanie on and jump on. But yeah, let's see what the day brings. I've been feeding something pretty well this weekend. You're wondering what that is, it's just a windbreak. So when I cook, it doesn't affect the flame. Do a bit of housekeeping, try to keep it clean. Alright, start some breakfast. So today I'm just going to make, I think, bacon and eggs on toast. Keep it a bit simple. I just nearly lost my fishing rod. I did hook up to something. I wish I had it on film. I just dove off the cliff. I caught a carp. That's a little fellow about a foot. I literally had to jump. There's my little stand for my fishing rod. I had to jump off there to grab my rod. I was almost in the water. There it is. Cheeky bugger. Breakfast of champions. Here we go. Oh, sorry. I can't believe I dived down there. I got it back. Alright, so this is a very simple way of tying your setup, your rig. As I said earlier, you're going to lose a lot of tackle here. So what you do, maybe about a foot of 30 centimeters, make a little loop. So you've got 30 centimeters to where your lead will be, and you just simply tie a knot about 30 centimeters from the end of your line. I'm using the nips I just found. They're pretty good, pretty sharp. Alright, so with that loop have you got? You pinch the end and you just feed it through the eye of your hook, and then just feed the end of the hook through that. So it's just held on like that. There's no knot, no nothing. It's just sort of looped around. I'm going to do another knot there. Now some people might not like the fact that there's a knot in the line because that's a point where it may break. But you're rarely going to catch anything massive here. I think the biggest maybe carp I've caught is going to be maybe 5 kilos. A lot of fun and light gear. And then you just tie your lead on the end. And that is it. So you got your hook there, your lead on the bottom. So this, essentially the lead will sit on the bottom and that'll sort of float around in the water. And the fish will see it, grab it, and hopefully grab it. And there you go. What a lovely backdrop. I don't know what it is. This place seems different. This trip, maybe it's just a lack of people. Normally you'll see the occasional boat fly through or guys in forward riders just fanging around, but not a soul this weekend. It's been lovely. Bugger. She snagged. Alright, so I'll demonstrate now how to get rid of a snag. You don't pull the rod like that because you can potentially snap your rod. You do up your drag nice and tight and you just walk with a straight rod until it breaks. Ah, I lost a lot. Oh no, I still got the hook. Lovely. That's all right. That wasn't a complete disaster. I got pretty damn lucky with the weather this weekend. I think it's raining back in Melbourne. Absolutely gorgeous day here. So I'm just checking the radar for where I am, and that is currently Melbourne where I live. I'm in the middle of that mass there, but at the minute I'm nowhere near there. I am up the top. Where am I? Between Tokemore, just around Tokemore there. There's not a drop of rain. That's all down there. That's insane. So home is getting hammered at the minute and I'm dry as a bone. I have bought a second awning for my car, but this one I bought for when my girls come camping with me. I'll have one side for the kitchen and all that sort of stuff, and this side for the swags. So this is the first time I've ever opened it. I think I'm gonna resign from my fishing for this trip, and I might make an early dinner. Complete failure on my behalf. I'll clean that up in a minute. Yeah, it's the rain is sort of settling in a little bit, and the wind, but definitely wasn't a fishing trip. Like it's not going to be a fishing video, that's for sure. I didn't catch anything. But hopefully you enjoy what I've done and how I do it. Yeah, right. Pure experimentation this dinner. Anything else I can chuck on? No, that's about it. So that's what I'm looking at. Let's see what this tastes like. Ooh, potatoes are nice and soft. Oh shit. That's delicious. It is still raining, and I've decided to go home a night early. Well, I was supposed to leave in the morning, but I'll leave tonight. I'm very fortunate my wife and kids let me go, so I might surprise them back by coming home a bit early. It has been an awesome little spot, a little weekend, although the fishing was pretty horrendous. I caught one fish and it wasn't anything to write home about. Hopefully it lets up a little bit, the rain, so I can at least dry the awnings a little bit and make my way home. I'll probably be home if I leave, let's say an hour or 2 hours from now. We've got 7:30. I'll be home by about midnight. I'll try to sneak in. Yeah. So this has been my weekend away at the Murray, another solo Murray River trip. I hope you enjoyed the video.
Had time to think about it for a while. Well, I walked 200 miles, look me over. It's the end of the chase, and the mood is high. If a man